hold on. Let me do that again. Welcome to the show, guys. This is Fraley, and this is my roommate, Balls. And you're tuned into the Drinkin with Fraley podcast, where we talk about whatever. And the soundboard I got is pretty sweet, because it didn't really have anything to do with an intro. I need a better intro, but anyways, this is going to be a podcast where I talk with friends about random things and drink beer. Doesn't matter. That's a Mountain Dew, which we do approve of drinking non-alcoholic beverages. But drinking with Fraley, doesn't matter what you drink. Alcohol better because, I mean, it loosens you up, opens your perception. Exactly. So, getting on subject, we were talking about Gokarts. We were talking about Gokarts with our friends earlier, and talking about having a build-off. Same horsepower, same drivetrain. You can do whatever you want to it.
Well, it's more of the same motor, but you can do whatever you want to that same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. So, pretty much we're trying to have sorry guys, but pretty much we're trying to have a track day, probably a couple times a year with a board, and kind of what we talked about in the driveway was 125cc Amazon motors. They're about $200 and something bucks, which I'm sure me and you can get next month. We can get ours, we can get our motors, but tubes still. We're gonna have to build. I'm gonna build mine.
So
I mean,
do we have to build them, or
you can buy a frame and shit, but
Does that just feel like it'd be easier to buy a frame with already the steering mechanism and everything in it?
The mechanism, huh?
I feel like it'd be easier to get a frame with everything already there and then just put an engine in it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go back to what Ball said. We gotta get a steering mechanism. Yeah. So, anyways, no, yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can get. I mean, I feel like you can get your own frame off of Facebook Marketplace, or you could get creative and build your own. And I don't know. I'm not saying I don't want to build my own. I do not want to build my own frame. But I've seen the welds on the frames that are pre-built. Some of these frames are homemade. So
yeah.
I mean, if you could buy that, what is that one local here? It's like $200.
Yeah,
but it's a frame.
Dude, I think it'd be cool if you could build one out of full aluminum angle.
But
it'd be super light.
You need one low.
You could
build it out of whatever you want.
Right. I mean,
but we're all running a 125cc with what 5-speed gearbox. There's an automatic trans and a manual.
4-speed.
4-speed. So I mean, you're not playing on much of a land mass as far as you're playing with a half acre, so you're not playing with a lot.
But I mean, most of those engines were in Z125s, Honda Groms.
Yeah.
But that only weighs with the engine 300 some pounds.
Yeah.
So you figure with the frame, the steering mechanism, you're probably gonna be around 450, 500.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all on what you want to build. Me and you live together, so the builds are gonna be there. You're gonna see what I'm doing, and I'm gonna see what you're doing. Yeah. I'm gonna see you whipping out a spool because we ran out of flux cord. No, dude, for real, that Amazon welder, that S7 Amazon, it's a beast. On 110, it kicks it. It kicks the breaker, even direct plug, because you can't. It's got that dial control. You can actually up the amperage, and it's too much for a 15 amp breaker.
I mean, you got 220?
Yeah, I got 220. So the 220 is drier.
I have
220 service. I just need to wire 220. I need to wire 220 outlet on a 4x4 post in the driveway, so we can weld out there.
Well, I have extension cords.
You're not supposed to run through extension. Who do you have extension cords? Where?
They're outside. They're 220.
Yeah, you're fucking smoking shit.
No, I'm not. They're for my generator.
Damn, you should have told me a long time ago. Yeah, I've been welding with 110. I
thought you knew.
I welded Jacob's whole trailer with 110. You couldn't even tell me. This is my roommate over here.
They're literally sitting in the yellow crate outside.
Holy crap.
There's 2 of them. They're 15 feet long.
Anyways, so now I know I have 220, which is worse on an extension cord.
Yeah, but I mean,
you lose some amperage.
with it being 220, I mean, it's still gonna. It's better than running
Yeah.
110.
So I mean, like on a real deal approach, same motor, obviously all different chassis. What you can't even say a chassis name or brand because
Right.
like half the stuff out there is hand built. So are you looking to buy so first approach this build off? Are you looking to get like a motor off Amazon and then just start with the motor? Like you're gonna have a bare motor with the transmission just sitting
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what I plan on doing. Like
Yeah.
next month, I'm gonna buy my motor, and then I'm going to cuss Facebook Marketplace out because they want $500 for a junk ass frame.
Chassis.
Yeah.
Outrageous.
Well, I mean, even if we got to travel now, we got a new hitch on the Escalade, hitching on
we-
gas.
And I already
So,
pulled the
What
pedal with
I'm
it,
trying to find is, you remember growing up in go-kart, them go-karts. That's the go-karts I'm trying to get. Like the ones that you actually went somewhere. Like I'm talking like what's that place in Springfield called? Water Park.
Oh,
Night's Action. I mean, just those chassis.
Dude,
alone.
I think it'd be cool, like to get like the ones that used to be at like old Claymore lanes with the old NASCAR bodies on them.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of sick.
yeah.
And then just have like a shifter right there.
That's what I'm
next to
saying. Like you have to
shifter.
fab that. I'm gonna make my shifter like a fucking, because on Amazon, or somewhere on the internet, I'm sure you can get like a 20-inch dildo. I'm thinking about getting like a 20-inch dick as a shifter.
I might have mine supplied by CAT.
What is that? CAT?
Catholic.
Yeah, no. But no, you got to be unique with your build, definitely. Like, we're all gonna have the same motors, and obviously somebody's gonna try to do some crazy shit. I'm not doing shit with the motor. The motor is gonna stay. If I can bolt on an intake and fab an exhaust, cool. But I'm not touching the motor because it's assembled. It's got oil.
More reliability.
It's air cooled. I'm not touching anything inside. Now I have a feeling that we have friends that are going to.
Yeah,
we have friends that are going to.
We
have friends that are going to go a little above and beyond and order a head gasket or whatever it is,
right.
jug gasket.
Yeah, a big.
And they're going to pour it and do some bullshit.
Yeah, just big work.
You know what I mean? Like some people are going to go above and beyond, but the money invested in that is like cool. You have an acceleration. You can get acceleration, but
right.
the track's not big,
right.
depending on how we design it. But you want to talk about like turning. So yeah, you can get to a speed, but can you turn?
So I think like the biggest factor is going to be like whether you want to go automatic or if you want to go manual.
Which I'm leaning pretty hard on automatic.
Dude, I kind of am too.
I'm not gonna lie. I just want to hit the gas and go. I don't gotta make a shifter.
You don't have to shift. You don't have to
give it gas.
You just press the gas and you can let off the gas. Get right.
But manual, you can keep the RPMs up through the turns. It ain't gonna upshift.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That probably would have a better advantage.
But I'm curious because I don't know that how many people are gonna go for the automatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a rare option. Like the automatic wins at the track, it doesn't win at the we're talking about circle track now. So I'm not saying that like
I think more RPMs gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like if you stay in the lower gear and go around, I think it's gonna help. You're gonna have to get like an hand clutch to your steering wheel just so you can shift every time.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to clutch and shift.
But that's what you usually have the hand clutch on your steering wheel.
I mean, so you already get a factor in. So with the manual, you got a shifter, you got your clutch, and you got a throttle that you got to rig up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're mounting a motor that you're getting as a 125 5-speed, and now you're having to find out what size throttle cable I need, what size clutch cable I need. And then shifter linkage. So with the automatic, it's like throttle cable, brake. That's it. Because you need brakes. So like people are factoring in, you got 4 things if you do the manual, which props. But the automatic, I mean, for $205, if you don't like the automatic, couple years of running or however long that motor lasts, you decide to go manual, then get a manual motor.
then you just swap it out. And it's
Just
the
get a
same
whole,
motor
just get a
mount.
whole casing, just get the whole setup, and then pull the auto out. If the auto never works, but am I curious to know how far the automatic gain goes? Because that's a sticker I'd get, automatic gain. Like I'd be like,
But
hey,
you gotta think these guys are gonna have manuals. They're gonna like trying to hold out the RPM, and then
I'd get a
shift, and then you can stay in the automatic.
Yeah.
And you just
I'm just flooring it, like
Yeah.
flooring it and braking. That's it. Like if I gotta go,
you
this
just,
thing's
like,
gonna put
barely
me.
pedal the brake.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just keep
Yeah,
riding.
but automatics are prone to clutch failure. So I mean, you got clutches or something in there. I'm unsure of how the automatics on a quad work. Or
Yeah.
I know cars, but I'm just like automatic.
I mean, it's pretty much like the same thing as like Billy's scooter.
Yeah. So you're saying the automatics of one speed? It's a CVT.
Yeah, it's kind of like CVT.
I don't know. I feel like it's automatic, like with speed. Hold on. Can you pull it up on Amazon? Just that 125. So we all agreed 125. And
Yeah, we all.
125 Amazon. Let's see. You're on eBay looking up 260 boots. Let's see here. Oh shit. 125. Yeah, I know. 125 cc. Amazon. What do you say they were? Predators?
No, they're just 125 cc.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 125 cc engine.
Pretty much like a Honda Grom or a Z125.
Yeah, definitely. But I just wonder if it's a okay. So
I mean, it'd be
you're looking
easier
at the 4-stroke for your Amazon.com. Ooh, you can get a 125 ATV 4-stroke with automatic transmission for $199. $59 delivery. Could be here tomorrow, and it needs 12 volts, weighs 65 pounds. It's aluminum, air cooled, and looking at it, so I don't know. Like it's.
I think the maiden mod that I'd probably
Okay,
do
so
to
so
it'd be
you
a
can
oil
get
cooler.
all three of what they're saying together. Like I'm sure that's the carburetor, and then you got other shit for $252.
You could also get a fuel index one as long as you get.
Yeah. So this one is a it is a air cooled carbureted 7.5 horsepower. Okay, it's a single cylinder 4-stroke 2 valve. It revs to 8,000 RPMs. Pretty decent. It's an electric start for $199. This is probably what I'll go with, honestly.
I mean, that's really not bad.
Idle speed's 1,316.
You could easily do a lightweight flywheel.
Okay, so it is a clutch automatic multi-plate wet clutch.
This is like a semi-automatic.
Yeah. So
you still got to shift, but you don't have to.
The engine comes with a start lever, shift lever, intake pipe, drive sprocket cover, spark plug. But does not come with, for $199, carburetor, battery, a CDI, voltage regulator, holy shit, ignition coil, etc. Best of all, it comes with a high quality aluminum cylinder head and an iron block. When purchasing engine, blah blah blah. But overall, I mean, that's what you get. I mean, it's not that bad, but that is the ballpark we're playing with. So I mean, obviously you're gonna need like clutch, or not a clutch, but a carburetor, and you're gonna need fab and exhaust. But that's so you're $200 in the motor, and
yeah, because you can get all the other parts.
Yeah, but realistically, my biggest thing is, can I build a cart to race and contend for less than anybody else?
The funny thing is,
I'm not the type of person that goes, oh, I spent all this money.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
I'm the type of person that wants to be like, how much you put on, how much you put in that cart.
But
And then they tell you, and it's like, because they got a nice fucking cart, right?
Right.
So you whoop their ass, and it's like, bro, I have $500 in mine, and they're like, wow, what? And you're like, yeah.
I think the one mod that I would really do though would be like an oil cooler, and the reason I say that is just so it stays cooler while you're riding.
Yeah.
But that'd probably be the only mod I'd really
are you going to be staying cool on that thing on a 100-degree day? No.
No, but it would help the oil not be
I mean,
bacon.
you got to think at the end of the day, even if you buy one, okay, cart, you're talking well capable of like 40 mile an hour easily, 35, 40. Now that's if you run her out, but getting there is that's the go to. So as a manual,
I think it all
you're the
depends on
manual.
gearing.
You're direct. You're going.
Right. I think it all depends on gearing. So like, if you high geared it,
yeah,
then you should be able to accelerate pretty hard out.
Now, my biggest question for anybody watching too is if we were going to go about building our frame for our cart, would you recommend a TIG, a MIG, or a TIG welder?
I think it all depends
stick.
on
Did I say stick? No, I don't know.
I mean, I think it all depends on the material that you're
planning
on using.
Okay, well we're talking about what did Kalen say? Pipe, tube.
See, like if I was gonna build one, like actually build my frame, and I knew how to weld aluminum really good, I'd probably use aluminum.
Oh no, shit! Everybody would use it. But I'm talking about your real world. Like we're trying to get down to the grind. We're using steel. What I mean, so my Harbor Freight Lincoln, or not Lincoln, but Chicago Electric will weld steel, mild steel, pretty good. Now, do I trust it completely? No. If I was gonna weld something as far as like thicker steel tube, it didn't matter. I would tack it with the MIG to hold it and get it all right. But I would stick.
Honestly, like if I was gonna do it,
Yeah, hot heat.
I would probably use gas pipe so it can thread in.
Yeah.
And then the threads would hold it.
No, and then tack it.
And then tack it around the threads.
That's smart.
Because the threads are
how expensive is gas pipe right now? Why don't you look it up? See what we're getting into here. Because gas pipe is what Kalen was talking about. And I feel like gas pipe can get pretty pricey.
I guess it depends on the size of pipe you're going with. So a 10-foot stick of half-inch is $18.90.
That's not bad.
And you figure you're gonna have to cut that 10-foot.
That thing is only going to be mine's probably going to be at most 8 foot. That's what I'm going with, 8 foot.
You want to go with an 8-foot cart?
8-foot cart, yeah.
Why?
Because
I'm gonna try to go 6.
I'm 5'11". My lower body's about 4 foot. I'm trying to stick in that bitch. 8 foot. That's plenty of room for the motor to sit behind me. Extra 2 foot.
I think 6 foot I could easily be.
Well, yeah, you're a dwarf. You know what I mean? But in all seriousness, like, yeah. I mean, so gas pipe. Can you get that locally?
You can get it at Menards. Yeah, you can get all your pipe fittings and everything at Menards. All your.
I just gotta ask, like, so on the Drinkin with Fraley show podcast, scale of 1 to 10 on a bathroom being here, like to piss. You gotta pee yet?
No.
I gotta piss. Can you hold it down?
Okay, I can see.
All right, hold it down real quick. I'll be right back. Because I have to pee.
Hey, grab me a beer.
If you're drinking Busch Light, support your farmers.
Support your farmers. You would be right. But I mean, it's fine. We're gonna build carts, and it's going to be more expensive out of pocket than it would be just to buy something and then modify some practice to wealthy. But I'll chat with you a little bit.
Alright, I'm back. So
like I was talking with them, I think if we're building it, I feel like how much money are we going to be deep inside trying to build the frame compared to like buying the frame and just mocking up an engine?
well, that's what I was getting at.
Because
So-
like you gotta add the steering bracket, you gotta add the rear axle, your rear sprocket, your wheels, tires.
Well, we're not talking about putting a electric steering or anything on this.
Well, no,
this is
but-
all manual. So
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
you can source all these go-kart parts.
right. But I mean, by the time you source it, is it gonna
You just go, hey, I need a manual
cheaper?
rack for a go-kart, and then you got to put the tabs to your chassis, and then you put your steering shaft that should sell with your rack. I'm assuming that's how it goes, but like,
I don't know. I never built.
don't get me wrong. I feel like it's going to be super sketchy. Like, because some people might not have built theirs well enough, and we'll be racing, and somebody's wheel's going to fly off.
I feel like Blake is gonna try to like overdo this, and then Caleb is gonna try to overdo this. I feel like if Clint gets involved,
Well,
Clint's-
that's what I'm saying. You
I
know,
don't-
it's more.
I don't think Clint's gonna be able to get out to like 2 more seasons.
No, I think Clint could get in it pretty fast. I don't think that's like a realm of not being impossible. It's just how people are going to build it. You know what I mean? Some people will put suspension or this arm or this extra brace, and it's like,
Yeah,
Caleb, is it worth it being the guy? Ooh. Okay. So I don't know how I charge this. Ooh, wait, hold on. Anyways, so we're about to lose our podcast here in a second if I can't find the charging cable. Boo. That's it. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to move this over. I know I did. I'm just going to move it over here. Is it on?
Yeah.
Did it charge? I don't know. It didn't say low battery. Anyways, I'm thinking it's charging. But with all seriousness aside, you can be that complex guy that just goes out and over engineering something is not a good thing. I'm not saying any of my friends are going to do that. Like, I would start off with a base, like
a 60s style chassis.
no, just a base, like just a frame and some wheels, and then go out and ride that thing and lose.
Yeah.
And then realize, like, okay, I got
need to go off.
I got too much oversteer into my turns because you also got to factor in we got to get rims, tires, So this isn't going to be something I would say that's going to happen this year. It's not going to happen this year.
No,
I
but
wouldn't
we
say
can
that.
start building.
We can build them, yeah, and we definitely should do a series.
I mean, me and you have more of a chance. We can get to learn the track a lot faster than everybody else.
Well, yeah, because we get that home field advantage.
Yeah, we got the home field
Okay,
advantage.
so it's like
the
anybody
Chris
else.
McFarland.
It's like anybody else is coming to attack us. Now, I got a chassis across the street, but are my parents willing to give that up because they got a golf cart? I don't think so, because I kind of brought it up earlier, and I was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing with the golf cart or the go kart?" They were like, yeah, it's just sitting over there." We use it. It needs a new clutch." I'm like, "Yeah, well, me and my friends got something going on, and I kind of, I bought that for $100. Oh yeah, and that thing turns good, like it does. So it's like it's already set up for, like, I think lawnmower tires, which is like a single bolt bearing.
Which, I mean, you can always change those out to, like, actual shifter part tires.
But it's like, so what ran through my head was like, my parents got the Predator motor. They do 35. It takes forever to get there. But if I give them a clutch, and like I welded their clutch up and it works, but they were like, yeah, we needed that new clutch still, right? I'm like, yeah, but it still works because like it didn't break. It still runs. And
I never see them right.
But no, I'm definitely gonna go get it from them because I want to invite my friends over and just have them have a day on it.
Yeah.
Through the parking lot.
Yeah, through the course.
Yeah. Through the course. Just like we need to set up a course. Like maybe invite Blake and Clint and Caleb if he's off.
Just get a course.
Just to get a feel. Like let people that want to do it get a feel for
what it's gonna be.
A little Predator, like a little rink-dink ass right-hand drive. Yeah. Like you can't go this way. You gotta go this way because we're gonna all build left-hand or center drive. Right. But I thought about taking that chassis because it'd be cool to sit on the side that I'm racing people on. But I want a single seater chassis. Like I want to be centered.
So what if you just change the steering mechanism to be centered? Then you have all that.
No. I know that. I know what you're saying. But like, so my philosophy on it was like, if I'm gonna take that go-kart back and make it mine, then they don't have one. If they see us all having fun, because if my parents want to join, they play dirty, and they won't have a 125. They'll just have a Predator 212. I mean, it's bigger CC, but
we're gonna have to bump them
out. But if they get a good clutch and shit, like they'd be like the home to field champions. You know what I mean? Like if my parents could hold a list, what fun would that be? Well, because every one of us is going to play on the same ballpark, but they may play on a different ballpark. And I may modify theirs to make theirs faster, but it'd be fun to run them. Yeah. Because they're going to play dirty. Like, obviously, we don't want to injure nobody either. Right. And I'm also thinking, like, go-kart tracks. Any go-kart track you've ever been to, you can't bump each other. Now, yeah, you can't hit each other. So with these go-karts, think about your wheels, think about your basing, and use tires and self-tapping rubber guards, and then have your tires open, but rubber guards all the way around. So still all the way around your go-kart.
I think it all depends on like what the track's going to be capable of. Because like if you end up opening up that rear yard and you want to do like a little bit of a dirt track where you have to go in the yard and go through the hole. Yeah. Then I think it's going to be a tire setup. Yeah. But if you're staying strictly on the concrete, I think it'd be better off having like
It's not that I'm not thinking about going off the concrete. It's just that when I do fence it in, it'll be open to the yard. Right, so I mean, like there could be a little bit of a spicy dip off of a hill to hit. I could make a little ramp, so to speak, and you might take that, and I might single it out down to a single lane. So when you go into that, it's like, whoop. Yeah. If you're off the side, you're done. So when you push somebody to go to that hill, it just makes it that much better because it's like it's a what track did you race on? It's a 16th inch dirt or 16th of it's dirt, but 15/16 of it's concrete. Right. That's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Like it's like you really only have a 16th of it being dirt with a hill, maybe even just an embankment to ramp off, like to turn into. Yeah. But it's just all how you make the course. The course is going to define who wins. Now everybody wants to go for takeoff speed. It's not all about takeoff speed. It's about overall speed, maintaining speed. That's why, like, I think you could go automatic and run, and not have to worry about shifting, because you got a lot of other shit to worry about, especially when you got like 6-year friends on your ass. Right. You don't want to be worried about. Like, and then you're gonna have to keep downshift. Oh, I'm in rev limiter. Yeah. Oh, I got past him. Yeah, and then you can make excuses. By me. But I like the open field advantage of same CC but manual or automatic. And the automatic, it may be a single speed. I don't know, but it says wet clutch. So
I mean, it could be like a semi-automatic where you don't have to use a clutch, but you still have to shift it.
yeah,
So then you just kind of make like a centrifugal shifter, kinda. That way you push first, pull back second, third, fourth, and then just downshift.
I don't think so. I think it's I think the shifter is just forward or neutral.
I don't know because like
So like my parents, theirs is a centrifugal clutch, and as long as it's idling, it won't go anywhere. But if you start revving, giving it gas, it takes off.
Yeah, because that
belt tightens up.
Clutch, yeah, it tightens up and it actually
and it grabs the ass in, and then it's game over.
So, but like my little TTR 90 that I had when I was a kid, it was a semi-automatic. So like you actually had to shift, but you didn't have a clutch to pull in.
Yeah.
So I think if I was gonna go with one, I'd probably go with a semi-automatic instead of like a manual. That way I could actually like shift it, but I wouldn't have to worry about like actually pulling the clutch in.
Right.
To shift it.
Right.
Because then you don't really have to overthink everything.
Right.
You're just shifting. Oh, I'm in third. I can downshift in the first. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're neutral middle, but
yeah,
not having to like overly think.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But in all reality, like, you sound like a robot.
Do I?
Yeah. But in for
real time, if I'm talking to you, like, I'm looking at you and I'm going, you know what? It don't matter what you build. You're a dirty motherfucker. You are. I feel like you're the type that would pin my ass in a corner and keep driving. You would. You look dirty as fuck right now.
Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna try to avoid you as much as I can.
Which is a good thing.
That way I don't fucking lose out on speed.
Yeah. Because if I catch you in a straight, boy, if you hit that turn, I'm not letting off the gas. I'm going into the turn. I'm taking you, and I'm planning on taking me with you. You know what I mean? If you're in first place, I'm taking you with me. Because
See,
you got that.
You're being dirty.
You got that problem.
Hide with it, you know what I mean? It depends on what you mean. Oh, shit. But for real. Like, for real. But no, seriously, like,
all jokes aside, like, I just want to fuck with that. But no, I just feel like you're gonna have dirty motherfuckers, clean motherfuckers. It don't matter. We're all in the same drivetrain. We're all in the same drivetrain.
And if somebody feels like they're gonna lose, they're gonna try to like compensate.
They're gonna what?
They're gonna try to compensate.
They're gonna compensate. Well, I'm just like I do like your viewpoint on how are people gonna build, you know, their shifter cart. Or not shifter, we're not doing shifter carts, but how are people going to build their go-karts? There's going to be some people that over-engineer. And there's going to be some people that are just fucking going to go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think if I go with one, I'm gonna try to get like semi-automatic. Just for the fact that I can still shift it.
You can't get semi-automatic. So your options on Amazon right now are auto or manual. I think that as roommates, one of us should get an auto and one should get a manual.
What one do you want to go with?
In all honesty, I'm thinking about going automatic. Because not for the fact that I do support the stick shift. Like, but
So
I don't want to have to fab my cart to have a third pedal.
So you're gonna. Well, I'm not gonna fab mine to have it.
You have to.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna float it?
No, because on shifter carts they use a hand clutch to shift.
Oh, so you're gonna grab the shifter. You're gonna put your clutch here, and
Your clutch is hooked
that's
to
a
your-
lot. That's a lot to think
It
about.
is,
And
yeah.
I'm not doing that. I just think that like automatic game.
Well, usually like you'll have a butterfly, so then your shifter's here,
Yeah.
you're still maintaining your hand control.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think, oh, I gotta down shift, I gotta button up shift.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
Yeah.
Shit to do.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I do agree with that. I'm gonna give you guys the old tap and wrap. Oh my god, I got a little bit on the filter. Oh well.
And then you gotta think like, it needs a handbrake.
Sorry, I didn't get that in there. I think this is my last beer.
Why?
But, huh?
Why?
Well, because we got a whole pool party tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't want to be hung. I don't want to be hung hell over. But
And then Blake wants me to help him do a video tomorrow. So I'm like,
of what? So we're rolling to Blake's first. We'll roll in the E30. I'll go over to Blake's with you.
So Blake wants to do a video.
By the way, if he is talking about Blake, Rev Too Late on YouTube. Okay, go check him out. He's got a 68 Camaro, twin turbo 6.0 LS. Badass fucking build. Badass car. And yeah, check him out because I said so. Anyways, he wants to do what?
He wants to do a video on. He bought this like. You remember that thing I gave you for like your carburetor? It's like a tornado thing.
Yeah,
So he wants to put that into the intake of his car.
I know. Well, it's an intake for like the swirly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't need to do that in his car. I already told him. You already got turbos. You're just gonna spool that thing up and it's gonna suck off in your intake.
Well, he wants to put that in there and see what mile per gallon.
That sounds.
He wants to do it without
Morning.
it. He wants to do it with it.
Blake, if you watch this, don't do it. God damn. Oh my god. Snooze alert. But seriously, dude, put that shit in like a daily, something boring. Don't put it in your race car because that's.
Well, he can't put it in his Volkswagen.
You can put it in whatever he wants. You
Well,
put it in his Silverado if the transmission worked.
He can't put it in the Volkswagen because he blew it up.
Yeah. For real. I am for real. Whoa, what the fuck? I can't understand. Did it change me?
No.
It didn't change me at all.
But that Chinese lady creeps me out.
You're looking so good. Better than I would by myself. Or if I was with anybody else. You don't understand. She make the people say yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
What's this auto tune?
I could put you in a log cabin.
Somewhere in Aspen.
Girl, ain't nothing to the pain, ain't tricking if you got it, what you asking for? Ooh, shit. Somebody got a Snapchat in the middle of the night.
Snappy chat.
You got a snappy chat. But anyways, no. No, the go-kart build is definitely something that we're gonna. It's probably gonna be on Rev Too Late. He's definitely gonna be documenting this. But we got so far. We have Caleb, me, you, Blake, Clint probably on board. That's 5.
And possibly Bree.
And Bree.
If Bree said she might build.
My parents. That's 7. Now, anybody else that wants to get on board, they have to fund it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only part. We're not asking you to get it done this year. But
we're not going to supply your shit.
I don't know. I'm thinking about ordering that motor right now. I know. I technically could right now, too. But I just, I don't know. I got some shit I got to do. But anyways, yeah, guys, this is just an intro podcast to kind of fill out what we're doing. It's 2 in the morning. And thank you for tuning in with the Drinking It with Fraley podcast, and we'll check you later.